Praise him. This is your man Raleighall and was cooking. It's a chicken quarter leg stuffed with spinach. Backed by popular demand, we have Chef Emmanuel in the house, and we are so looking forward to getting into this chicken. You don't want to miss this. Let's get at it. Let's give a warm welcome to our man, our chef for the house today, Chef Emmanuel. Come on.
Thank you for having me on your show once again. I really appreciate you. And today is a show time. I'm going to introduce something called quarter leg stuffing with spinach.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you the ingredient, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to debone the chicken and then stuffing with the spinach. Okay, so now I have my ingredient. I'm going to start with my quarter leg chicken is here, and then I have my spinach here, chopped. You can get a whole one if you want it, but this I'm going to start with my chopped spinach.
So when you say you can get a whole one,
we have whole spinach which is not chopped. If you go to supermarket, you have no chop, we have chopped one. You can use unchopped one.
Okay.
And then saute it, and then you fill it.
All right, let's get at it.
All right, so now I have my seasoned garlic powder. I have cornstarch for the thickness, and then I have my poultry season to get a little flavor. And then I have my adobo season, give taste. And I have my seasoned salt, also give taste. And I have my black pepper, a little spicy, not too much. I have my cucumber here for garnishing. And then I have more onion here to chop it, to saute with my spinach. And then my flour. When I debone the chicken finish and then stuffing it, I'm gonna use the flour to seal up so that the spinach will never come out from the chicken. So everything will cook together, and then from there we slice it and you can see what they call it, the spinach inside the chicken. So nicey, so juicy.
Well, Chef, I'm ecstatic to see you do your magic in deboning a chicken. Can you rock this chicken so everybody can see how you do this?
Sure. Make sure your knife is clean. Wash it. Okay. My board also raise it up. All right. Now my chicken. That's a quarter leg of chicken. All right. We clean it up. Okay, now you gotta really pay attention careful to see how I'm gonna debone it. Okay, you hold your knife, you make sure your knife is sharp and a small knife. You start with the bones, and then you just cut off here. You cut off this side. You take your time slowly. It's not, don't rush. Take your time. Take your first bone. Here it's easy to do. Okay, so now you finish one side. The main thing is here. Here is gonna be stuffing, so you make sure you are not gonna cut the skin from it. If you cut the skin from it, you mess up. So you're gonna dig your knife inside to the joint between the thigh and the drumstick, slowly. Okay, slowly. Okay.
Wow.
Come to this side too. You have to be slowly. Okay. So now when we try to, the joint is the problem. If you just make the joint, it's easy for you to get the whole thing. Okay, so now we get it. You're gonna dip inside the knife again. Slowly. Now you sit here. You're gonna peel off like this. Take your time. Cut only the meat on the side too, and then you scratch it. Remove from the meat. Now you finish here. There's one thing. Turn your back of your knife. Hit the bones until the bones break. Then finish. Okay, so now we finish it. you hold this, now you're done. So you see half your holes here. This is how you're gonna stuff your chicken, your spinach here.
Wow.
So no bones inside, no nothing inside, the bones is out. Okay, now you finish. Okay. I deboned the chicken finish. So I'm gonna remove my gloves, washing my hand, and then come back to season my chicken.
So what would they ask for when they're stepping into your restaurant if they want this?
Oh, actually this menu, I don't put it online. I don't have it online unless maybe some of the other special. Even so far, we didn't introduce it. It's something I just sometimes I do for somebody.
Wow.
Always. So this menu is special. I just do it, but we don't have it in our menu.
And that's what's cooking, just special for what's cooking. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get our pan. I rinsed it out, and let's drop this chicken in here.
Okay.
To use as a place of seasoning.
Okay, so you're gonna place the chicken in the bowl.
Okay. You're gonna season it from there,
Yes.
so I'll just remove this.
Yeah. Then I have my small seasoned salt,
Okay. I'll just drop this in here.
garlic powder, adobo season,
What season was that?
adobo, small
Okay.
pepper,
All right.
and you have your small poultry. Okay.
Any kind of poultry season?
Yeah, we have only one poultry season, but we have. Okay. So now.
Oh, so you're
you
actually
have to
seasoning
season it
inside the chicken as well.
Because we're gonna season, we're gonna saute the spinach. So we have a little season on it. So not too much season here, because the spinach also will be seasoned, and then before we put in the stuff in here. So you don't need too much salt here. Okay. All right. So now we finish our seasoning. You can leave it about 10 to 15 minutes so that the seasoning can penetrate inside very nice and get a taste. So now we finish seasoning our chicken. Then we're gonna leave it by 15 to 20 minutes, and then we come and stuff in it.
So be it. We don't want to refrigerate it or anything like that?
No, you can leave it outside for 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
Just for the
Yeah,
seasoning
for
to
the
get up.
seasoning to just get inside, you know. Then we come back and then we just stuff in it and then put it in the oven.
So in the meantime, we can start to...
Yes, in the meantime, from debone the chicken, we're gonna go saute our spinach and onions here, and then after we come back to stuff in it.
Well, there you have it. We'll be right back after these messages with our chicken quarter leg stuffed with spinach. This is your man Raleighall with Chef Emmanuel, and we'll be right back after these messages, and that's what's cooking. Was cooking. Back by popular demand is our man, Chef Emmanuel. And we're just getting ready to get into sauteing this spinach, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's get at it.
All right, so we're gonna turn our fire on, and then I'll put a small butter inside, margarine or oil.
Margarine, butter, or oil?
Oh yes, a little bit. You make sure the butter is melt.
Now, I'm so amazed at how the Rib Shack has fed the community in so many great ways. I'm recalling when we had a blackout. Well, you guys served at least 500 dinners out, and what, for free?
Yeah, you know, it's a decision. Mr. Patrick take that decision as soon as he saw the blackout coming, and then he decided that okay, we have to provide something like it can feed the people. So from at that moment, at that time, all the food we go out is for free.
Wow.
For the time the blackout come, up to the day the restaurant closed, all the food go given free.
Wow. God bless you. You guys have really made an impact on our community.
Okay, so now our butter is hot now. You're gonna put spinach teaspoon of onion. Okay. Inside. Saute it a little bit.
Okay. Now you got the flame high.
Yeah. Because you want the onion to saute real quick, and then you get a flavor from the onion. So the flame can be high, and then after we saute everything down, finish, we can turn it a little bit to let the what they call the spinach to cook.
Wow.
So after maybe about a few minutes, you just drop your spinach inside.
Okay. Now this is just cut up spinach?
Yeah, this is a chopped spinach.
Chopped spinach.
Yes. Okay, and you continue stir it.
I love the way that smells already.
That's nice. Okay, so now we're gonna season it a little bit because our chicken have a season already. So just a little season.
Okay.
Adobo, a little garlic.
With the same seasoning?
Yeah, the same season I used to season the chicken. You can use the same season. All right, because you have to get a little taste from the spinach before you stuffing it. All right. Your small black pepper. Don't forget you can use your poultry season too. The poultry will give you nice flavor. So now you can just turn the fire a little bit down. Let the spinach continue cook a little bit. The reason why I do in this way, okay, because if the spinach is too much for the stuffing, you can still use this one for garnishing. You put on pot and then you cut the chicken on, and you can eat it with your chicken with the whole spinach you make it. So it doesn't matter the quantity of spinach you're gonna make it, you're still gonna enjoy your spinach.
So you can place it as a side? Just
yes, yeah, you can do that. Now, as soon as you put whatever have to be filled, whatever left you can put on the side.
Nice.
And it's not only you can use spinach. Any vegetables you feel, you can burn it. Even you can use a ground beef. If you want meat, you can use meat. Like how you do the burger, just go the same way. You don't need to cook it. You don't need to saute it. Just mold it and then just put it inside the chicken and then you bake it. So everything will bake it together.
Wow. Now that's something I've not done yet, but that sounds good.
So now, at least we're gonna have a little taste and see if our season is perfect.
Okay.
Now, don't forget you can feel to test your food when it's on the fire. So you
always test your food while it's on the fire.
Yeah, sure. So you know that, oh, my food is good. It tastes good.
Well, I'll be glad to help you with that for sure.
Oh, sure. Just a little bit, honey. It's very hard.
Okay. Mmm. Now that make me want to slap your mama. That's real good. In this moment, I just want to thank the contribution that Mr. Patrick and the Rib Shack team has really given to the state of our community and just strengthening the bond in which they've been feeding us. And I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic because these are working people with a great big heart for filling the plates of our bellies and being, well, pretty much reasonable for our welfare. So I want to thank Mr. Patrick and the team for feeding not just the 500, but the many other people that were in need of food for free. So thank you. All right, so we're gonna keep continuing with this here.
You're gonna just drop a little cornstarch on it for the thickness.
A little cornstarch.
A little cornstarch for the thickness, okay? Now when you put your cornstarch inside, it's okay. You can turn your fire off. Then we finish for the stuffing.
All right, so we're gonna cool it down.
Yes.
Wait a couple of minutes, and then we'll stuff the chicken.
Sure.
All right, praise him. So we're getting ready to stuff the chicken now that the spinach is cooled down, and then we'll put it in the pan to seal it. So let's see how that's done. Come on, chef, tell me about it.
Okay, so now we are ready to stuff our chicken. With our spinach is cooled down, I'm gonna hold my chicken, which is already deboned it already. Okay, and take my stuffing, the spinach. You know, I'm stuffing the chicken with spinach. Now you have to push it inside, push it as much as can go. Okay. So we're gonna just fold this one up here. Okay. Then you drop it inside the flour, or you spray the flour on it. Okay. You hold it, make sure it's full like this way. Then from here, we're gonna warm up our oil, either butter or oil.
Let me help you.
Okay, sure.
High, medium?
Yeah, high.
High?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, in the butter, just small butter to seal it up. Okay. Now, then you drop it slowly and drop it here inside. Okay. Then wait for a few minutes, and then you take it out. You don't need to cover it. Just a few minutes, then it's gonna seal up. Then we take our spatula, take it out, put it, place in the bowl, you cover it, and then it goes through the oven.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is that the cornstarch, or is that flour?
This is flour.
That's flour, and so it seals it.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you put the flour, and then you put it inside the oil, it's gonna seal. So more is cooking here, more is sealing.
Oh, I see.
So now it's soaked. Now we seal up, we turn our fire off, and then we place it back into the bowl. Okay, so from here, you place it back, it's sealed,
Nice.
and then it's gonna go, we cover it up.
So chef, what do we set the temperature at in the oven?
We set the temperature 380
And for how long?
for an hour. Chef Raleighall, can you do the honors?
Well, my pleasure. Thank you, chef.
Sorry. After that hour, we take out the foil, and then we give it about 15 to 20 minutes to brown the chicken. Then we take it out, and then we slice it, and then we dish it out.
All right. So in the meantime, we're gonna take a station break and hear from the great people at Gordon & Son Auto Repair Shop. Father and son get the job done. All right, stay tuned, and we'll be right back after these messages. Praise We're back just to check on our bird. It's been a good hour now. What do you say, chef?
Yes, it's an hour, so now we're gonna open it, take out the foil, and then give it about 15 minutes to brown the chicken. All right, so now open my oven. You have to be very careful, take your time, and then gradually you just pull it a little bit, open your foil, and then just cover it up.
So now it's been about 15 minutes, and the chicken's pretty brown now. So let's pull it out. Let's see. Ooh! Wow! Ooh! Oh man! Now that smells good. Now we're cooking. Valentine's Day is just a week away, and we got a special Valentine's Day episode for all the lovers in the house. Right now, we're gonna get at this chicken stuffed with spinach. We're ready for Chef to come in. So, Chef, why don't you do the honors?
Thank you. All right, so now it's time to slice our chicken.
Wow, and that smells great.
Put it here.
That's awesome.
The chicken is so nice and tender.
It is. And we got our vegetable, we got our meat. All we need to do is put together some potatoes, boil some potatoes, slice that up, put a little butter on it, then we'll have our starch.
Okay, so now you're gonna place the spinach in the middle. Okay.
Now this is the extra spinach
Yes.
that we sauteed, right?
Yes.
We just put it in the microwave for a minute or so.
Yeah, you warm it up just 1 minute,
Okay.
and then you place everything here.
Wow. Now, are you kidding me? That's a family-sized meal right there. And that's just 1/4 stuffed chicken with spinach. And do you know, it's just about that time. So let's get our plates, Chef.
Yep. Get a plate.
My favorite part of the show. Wash your hands, grab a seat, bless the food, it's time to eat. So how do you do this, Chef?
Okay, so you're gonna take a bite. Okay. And then you get your spinach.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, you can put your little spinach on side.
gotcha. Oh, this is so tender. Chicken is so tender, Chef. The Lord is good.
All the time.
Hey! I feel a shout. Listen, I can't wait for you to get this right here in your kitchen. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you for inviting me. It was wonderful.
Yes, and it's our pleasure. Thank you. And that's how you cook a chicken quarter leg stuffed with spinach. This is your man Raleighall, and that's what's cooking. To reserve your copy of the What's Cooking theme song, subscribe, comment, and request on either What's Cooking Facebook or YouTube channels. All rights reserved for Hallmarks Music Incorporated. What's Cooking kitchenware provided by Fadeaway Apparel. What's Cooking would like to thank the courtesies of Bed Bath & Beyond, Store 467, and the courtesies of Tea Food Fresh, Jamaica, Queens.